Warning, this may contain content not suitable for children. And snowflakes, you have been warned. I've been doing videos. I've been doing videos like live streams on A Song of Ice and Fire books because I just had enough of the news. And this was way before any of the rioting and looting and true protesting had went off. But this one I couldn't pass up. If you like talking sci-fi and fantasy, please subscribe. Don't make me beg. Hey, welcome to Sporking News Podcast. My name is Scott. If you like what you see here, please like, share, subscribe. It may not seem like much, but YouTube isn't helping small content creators, and subscribing is free. So thanks for the help. So I was going through my daily dose of Bounding into Comics, one of the best, industry comic book movies, shows, websites you can find out there. And the great John F. Trent, I saw this headline. Punisher co-creator Gerry Conway says Punisher logo is a symbol of lawless police oppression. Wants to reclaim it. I'm just going to read a bit. I'm not going to give you my view real quick, even though I want to, but I'm going to just read. Okay, so Punisher co-creator Conway announced he's starting a project to reclaim the Punisher skull logo. Conway took to Twitter where he wrote, "I am looking for a young comic book artist." Oh, that's not bad, right? Of color, who'd like to participate in a small fundraising project for BLM. If you don't know what that is, that's Black Lives Matter, to reclaim the Punisher skull as a symbol of justice rather than lawless police oppression. Lawless police oppression. Okay. I always assumed it was a symbol of vigilante, of actually that side of it not helping you. The police, he had to take it into his own hands. He's the Punisher. He's going to make criminals fear him, and that symbol is for them to fear. But he then encouraged individuals who like to participate in the project to respond and follow so he can DM them. Here is the tweet. It has a police officer surrounded by protesters, peaceful protesters, just walking, but I guess somewhere close in the middle, there's the logo. So let's see what he says again, what John writes. Alongside, he calls to reclaim the Punisher skull. Conway shared an article from IO9 that claims the symbol was inspired by similar imagery of the Totenkopf, the skull and crossbones used by military forces in the German Empire, and is most famously the Nazi SS in the 19th and 20th century. I don't remember ever reading a Punisher, and I liked Punisher. I moved my stuff right now, but I have a Punisher comic books behind me. I don't remember ever the Punisher taking it from the Nazis. I remember, originally I think he took it from a symbol in Nam. There's a demon that said it was him, but whatever, it has to be Nazis, right? Always to the Nazis. In the comics, Punisher. Oh, here we go. In the comics, Punisher takes on the skull symbol from a Viet Cong sniper in the pages of Nam 53. That doesn't sound Nazi enough to me. In the Punisher number 4, the demon Oliver claims the Punisher symbol is his face. Not Nazi enough for me. Come on, people. We got to find more Nazism. Because the police all of a sudden now are the symbol of hatred, even though 99.9% of them took this job to protect us, to better their community. But that 0.01%, they're the oppressors. So let's disband them. Let's defund them. That's the smart idea, because lawlessness wouldn't take over the streets. No, people's human hearts are usually full of love and joy. They don't go straight to, domination, oppression, criminal activities. The Wild West was a peaceful time. We don't need a sheriff. Let's read on. The skull symbol has been found and used in multiple cultures throughout history. The symbol typically represents death, the defiance, death, danger, piracy, and toxicity. It is not unique to Nazi Germany, and it is fact was first used as a military symbol in Germany by the Prussian army Colonel von Rausch and his regiment of Hussar cavalry used the symbol. Still doesn't sound Nazi enough for me, John. Conway's comments about the Punisher logo isn't really a surprise. He's made it clear in the past that he has issues with officers and military forces using the Punisher logo. All right, so I'm going to end that reading of this great article because I'm having issues with my internet. It likes to jump the page around. Nothing wrong with bounding into comics. You might actually see it jumping in the background. So, Conway goes on to talk about how the symbol was actually a symbol of injustice by the police. And I understand where he's coming from. Frank Castle takes that image to show that his anger with, the justice system, the police force, not being able to deal with criminal aspects. They also are under, payment of the criminal aspects or enterprises. The symbol doesn't mean oppression of the police, though. The symbol is Frank Castle's, pretty much his vow that if you do something wrong, if you break the law and justice isn't served, he will serve justice. It also is a comic book. This change in society I've been watching over the last week. Yes, there are peaceful protesters, and I support their right to protest. Everyone should. It's a fundamental right as an American. But lawlessness, rioting, people getting beat and killed. 12 people at least have died in these riots. And we're talking about defunding the police forces. Who are using these kids that their rage has spilled into the street? Who's guiding them? Who's funding them? I think you guys need to step back and take a look. On one side, you have these Hollywood elites up in their ivory castles, not getting dirty, telling your children to keep going out there and riot. And they'll fund them out of prison. They'll get them out of prison. Even though on the flip side, they said all the rioters are, white nationalists, but, they can't make up their minds. But who are they? Who are even above them? I'm not, okay, that's a lie. I was about to say I'm not much of a conspiracy guy, but I am. But look up George Soros. Look who he has funded in the past 5 years. Look who he, certain groups he belonged to many, many moons ago. Do your research. Your children, these rioters, these looters who are going out and just probably have no jobs at the moment because of the economy, because of coronavirus being locked down. It was a perfect storm. Getting things they want, getting things they need. That happens in riots. I get that. But why does it keep going? Who is funding this message? This is no longer about Black Lives Matter. You're asking white people to kneel in front of you and beg for forgiveness. I'm sorry. That imagery to me is just wrong. I would never ask you to kneel in front of me. I will kneel with you. I will stand with you. But I will kneel for no man and ask forgiveness for something I had nothing to do with because of the color of my skin. What have we allowed this to get to, people? Why are your politicians allowing it to happen? Again, anyone has the right to protest. These kids have a reason why they're protesting. They fear their lives. These black kids. I don't like to use POC because I've been schooled and dropped knowledge on from people that are black. I don't want to put labels on people. I want to support people doing the right thing. So please, make it peaceful again. Your message, if it was supposed to be violent, has gotten through. Now you are just creating the opposite effect. Now you're getting people scared. And when people are scared, they react in the wrong way too. Police brutality must end. But it is only 0.01% of the police force. Let's remember that. The majority of them are there to save you, to protect you, to better your community. And if they're not, then hold your local governments accountable. Because it's not the federal government who controls those. It's your local government. Vote in the people that will do it. Look who is in charge in that local government where all this stuff is going off. You'd probably laugh to see who's actually in control. Educate yourself. That's all I'm saying. Educate yourself. And if not, please be safe. I understand. I've been ending things lately. Freedom isn't free. You do have to stand up sometimes and fight for it. That doesn't mean you have to take people's property and burn down their stores. We always talk about, I hate even the idea of black on black crime because it's only a change in melatonin that makes us different. It's the amount that you have that I don't. That's the only difference. We need to stop focusing on that melatonin, and we have to look at our brothers and sisters and say, I hear you. I support you. Stop burning down our friggin' city. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know what you think about the Punisher logo. What does it mean to you? Is the token, white guilt getting to you also? Because it's getting to me. Again, I will stand with you. I will kneel with you. I won't kneel for you. Have a great day, everybody.